educator, Pan-Africanist, founder and president of MOJA. Volt 24 TV presents something Liberia doesn't do enough of. We document our political memory before it disappears. Welcome to the maiden edition of the Progressive Diary, a bold, historic dialogue series built to preserve the voices, ideas, and lived experiences behind Liberia's progressive tradition. The movement that challenged power, shaped minds, and shook the system. Because here's the truth. Liberia keeps recycling debates, but we keep losing the receipts. We argue about the past, but we don't sit with the people who lived it. And when we forget history, we repeat it, louder, poorer, and more divided. Our first guest is not just a name in textbooks. He is a living chapter of the progressive era. Economist, educator, Pan-Africanist, founder and president of MOJA, the Movement for Justice in Africa, presidential candidate, and for over 5 decades, a steady voice for justice, accountability, and people-centered development. Whether the system clapped for him or came for him, from the lecture halls of the University of Liberia to global institutions in the United Nations system, from advising governments to challenging them. Our guest, who needs no introduction because he has stood at the crossroads of ideas and consequences, often at personal cost. Many know him as the man on the ground, the progressive who refused exile when others ran, who chose principle over power and conscience over convenience. In this historic conversation, with one of Liberia's iconic figures, reflects on how Liberia's progressive movement was born, the hopes and the fractures of the 1970s power, compromise, and regret. And the hard question, what Liberia still refuses to learn. Let it be clear, this is not a debate. This is not a campaign. This is political memory, the kind that can educate a generation and correct a nation. So if you believe Liberia can do better, start here, with truth, with context, with history. Support the channel, share this story, because a better Liberia is possible if we remember how we got here. The Progressive Diary, maiden edition, only on Volt 24 TV.
Temetina na nyuko waja